Have you ever wondered how to turn your law degree into a license to print money? Here, I got Richard James, my partner in your practice master, to discuss how to do just
Hey,
that.
MPS, thanks so much. If you're an attorney that owns a law firm that charges a fee as opposed to strictly charging contingency work, this is something you really want to pay attention to. There are three very important truths you're going to want to know. The first one we're going to talk about is the insider knowledge the firms that win know that most others don't. What's the second one, Michael?
Second one is the single secret to generate massive margins in your law.
And the final one is the truth your competitor doesn't want you to know. So let's break into the three of them. Most lawyers that own a law firm that charge a fee struggle with profitability. The winners, the ones who really do a great job, make very high profit margins as compared to other business owners. The inside secret is those owners have figured out they have to learn just as much about business and operating a business as they did about being great lawyers. Most lawyers that went to business school wonder why they didn't use what they learned in school to grow their law firm. And they scratch their head about it afterwards when they realize they're using the same things they learned to now make a profitable law firm. A lot of law firms may be doing $500,000, 750, maybe $1 million. Many of them aren't making any money. But once they learn how to run it like a business, you could take a law firm owner that's doing 500,000 and keep 250 or 300,000 of themselves. They're doing 750 and they're keeping somewhere between 300 and 500. They're doing $1 million and we can figure out how to keep their 300 to 350 to the bottom line. Now the number went down there as a percentage when we got to $1 million because things got a little bit more complicated when we got to that level. But the point is you should be able to keep a high percentage of your gross revenues to the bottom line. That's the insider secret. Michael, how about you?
Yeah, I mean, look, the single secret to generating massive margins in your business is your new client attraction system. 80% of the firms we first meet with have an opportunity somewhere in their new client attraction pipeline. That means either your lead flow, your ability to set appointments, get those appointments to show up, get those people to retain the firm. And so through fixing that and by breaking each one of those pieces of the pipeline into sub pipelines and maximizing those metrics, not only can you start to meet with more people, turn more people into clients, but you can do so while commanding premium pricing. Part of the problem with profitability in many of the firms is they have to charge low fees because they don't actually know how to get the deal closed without charging low fees, or they're cutting back in deals to try to get people to retain the firm because they don't actually have a process or a system in place to be able to maximize their fee. If you just raised your fees, that alone for many firms would create a path to profitability. Never mind raising your fees while fixing all of your other conversion metrics along the way. So the lowest hanging fruit right in front of you is your new client attraction pipeline. That's where you can make instant impact, and that's where your cash machine really comes into play. So you talk about turning your law degree into a money printing machine. Right there is how you do it, and then you start to optimize on the back end for workflow and referrals.
By the way, if you want to learn more about if your follow-up secret and new client attraction pipeline is broken, we created a free assessment for you. We put the link down in the description. Just go ahead and click on that link. It'll take you to an assessment, no strings attached, and you can figure out where the holes are in your follow-up bucket as well as your entire new client attraction pipeline. Go ahead and click on that link now. Most law firm owners generate a bunch of leads. They pay a marketing agency all this money to get them leads. They keep saying, give us more money for advertising, we'll give you more leads. And to give a lot of law firm owners leads is like a sin because they're not converting the leads they already have. And the thing that their competitor doesn't want them to know, that the number one thing that they should fix in their law firm is their follow-up. Most law firm owners have a hole in the follow-up bucket, and all of those leaks that are coming out of that hole are dripping over to the competition. Don't believe me? Go get a list of all the people who called your firm in the last year who didn't retain your firm and look at the records to see if they retained another law firm. It's going to make you cry. And they didn't retain you because there was something wrong with you. They just didn't retain you because there was a break or a leak in your follow-up bucket. So you want to make sure you beat your competitor and make sure those clients don't go to them after you paid for that lead to come in. Fix your follow-up. This is a solid session today, Michael.
Yeah, this was valuable.
Subscribe, like, follow, and give us a comment.